Most of the instant noodles sitting in your pantry right now have three things in common. They are cheap, they are engineered to taste good, and they are counting on you never reading the label. Real noodles have three ingredients: flour, water, salt. That is it. That is all they have ever needed. So why does the package in your pantry read like a chemistry textbook? Why does a product that costs 27 cents to make need a petroleum-derived preservative just to survive on a shelf? Today we are auditing the instant noodle aisle, 10 brands that are quietly poisoning your pantry and 2 that are actually worth your money. Before we get to the brands, you need to understand the 3 shortcuts the entire industry is built on. First, deep frying the noodle block in cheap palm oil so it dehydrates fast and survives for months on a shelf. Second, loading the flavor packet with MSG and artificial compounds to compensate for the fact that the base ingredients have no real taste on their own. Third, adding TBHQ, a preservative derived from petroleum, to stop the oil from going rancid. None of this is accidental. These are deliberate cost-cutting decisions. The label tells the truth about all of it. You just have to know what you are reading. Brand number 1, Maruchan Ramen. This is the best-selling instant noodle in America, and it earns that title by being everywhere, cheap, and deeply familiar. Flip the package over. A single serving delivers 880 milligrams of sodium, 38% of your entire daily limit, plus TBHQ, MSG, and a noodle block that was never cooked. It was deep fried in palm oil and then dehydrated. You are not reheating a meal. You are rehydrating a preserved fat brick. The cheerful packaging is doing a lot of work for that ingredient list. Brand number 2, Nissin Top Ramen. If Maruchan is the best-selling instant noodle in America, Top Ramen is its identical twin in a different wrapper. Same deep-fried noodle block, same TBHQ, same MSG, same sodium load sitting just under 900 milligrams per serving. But here's the detail that tells the whole story. The chicken flavor packet contains less than 1% actual powdered chicken. When a product has to simulate the ingredient it advertises on the front of the package, the real thing was simply too expensive to include. Brand number 3, Nissin Cup Noodles. This one has a problem you cannot solve by reading the ingredient list. The styrofoam cup itself is the issue. When boiling water hits that container, BPA leaches directly into your food. BPA is a known hormone disruptor and a suspected carcinogen. It does not show up on the label because it is not technically an ingredient. It is the packaging. And the industry has known about this for years. You are not just eating what is inside the cup. You are eating what the cup releases into it. Brand number 4, Samyang Bulldog, the fire noodles. These have become a cultural phenomenon, a viral challenge, a pantry staple for millions of people who genuinely love the heat. And the heat is real. But flip the package over and the nutrition is not. A single serving delivers 1,900 milligrams of sodium. That is nearly your entire recommended daily limit in one bowl. The sauce packet is dense with artificial dyes and heavy MSG. The brand built its identity on the spice. The ingredient list built something else entirely. Brand number 5, Indomie Mee Goreng. This one comes with 5 separate seasoning packets, and that format is not generosity. It is engineering. Each packet adds its own layer of MSG, artificial flavors, and palm oil. No single packet is the villain. The stack is. Most people empty all 5 without thinking twice, because the instructions say to, and because each one individually seems small. But the cumulative sodium and additive load of using all 5 packets together is exactly what the label is designed to obscure. Count the packets, then read what is in them. Brand number 6, Nongshim Shin Ramyun. This one deserves honesty because it is genuinely believed. The chewy noodles have real texture and the spicy broth has real depth. The cultural reputation is earned, but reputation and ingredient quality are not the same thing. A single serving contains roughly 1,790 milligrams of sodium and an MSG-heavy broth powder that does most of the flavor work. The noodles are good. The ingredient list is not. Even the brands that taste like the real thing are not always making it the right way. Brand number 7, Sapporo Ichiban. The packaging leans hard on the phrase classic Japanese ramen, and it is effective. The branding feels premium. The font feels authentic. But flip the package over and the ingredient list tells a different story. Deep-fried noodles, TBHQ, and over 1,700 milligrams of sodium per serving. This is the same pattern we saw with the butter aisle, a commodity product dressed in premium aesthetics and priced accordingly. You are paying for the impression of craftsmanship. The ingredient list is where the craftsmanship was supposed to be. Brand number 8, Knorr Pasta Sides. This is the sleeper offender on the list. Most people do not mentally file this next to ramen because it does not look like ramen. It looks like a side dish. It looks like a pantry staple. But flip the package over and the label tells the exact same story. Hydrogenated vegetable oil, artificial flavors, high sodium, and almost no real fiber or protein per serving. The industry knows that category confusion is one of its most powerful tools. If it does not look like junk food, people stop reading the label. Brand number 9, Lipton Noodle Soup. This one sells nostalgia, and nostalgia is one of the most effective ingredients in the food industry. The memory of being sick as a child and having this on the stove does real marketing work that no flavor chemist could replicate. But strip away the memory and read the label. Roughly 900 milligrams of sodium per serving, artificial chicken flavoring, and negligible real nutrition. The comfort is emotional. The ingredients are industrial. And the brand has been counting on you not separating those two things for decades. Brand number 10, Lucky Me Instant Noodles. This one flies under the radar, and that is exactly what makes it worth calling out. It does not have the viral fame of Buldak or the nostalgic pull of Lipton. It is just quietly available on shelves across the country, moving units without attracting scrutiny. But the ingredient list earns its place on this list. Refined flour noodles fried in palm oil, heavy MSG, and artificial colorings throughout. The brands that nobody talks about are sometimes the ones nobody is watching. That is not an accident. Here is a test you can run right now without leaving your kitchen. Grab any instant noodle package from your pantry and look for 3 things. First, TBHQ, anywhere on the ingredient list. Second, sodium above 1,500 milligrams per serving. Third, the word flavoring attached to any protein, chicken flavoring, beef flavoring, shrimp flavoring. If 2 of those 3 are present, you are not holding a meal. You are holding a chemistry project in a foil packet. The label is telling you the truth. You just have to read it. Brand number 1 on the real list, Imi Ramen. Let us start with what it is actually made of. Instead of refined flour and palm oil, the noodles are built from pumpkin seed protein, wheat gluten, and faba bean protein. That is not a compromise. That is a completely different ingredient philosophy. The numbers reflect it. 21 grams of protein per serving, comparable to a chicken breast. 6 grams of net carbs. Around 850 milligrams of sodium, which is 30 to 40% less than Maruchan or Top Ramen. 0 TBHQ. 0 deep frying. BPA-free packaging. This is not a health food product pretending to be ramen. It is a ramen product that was built around a real ingredient list from the very beginning. It costs more than a 27-cent pack. But you are getting a meal, not a sodium delivery system with noodles wrapped around it. Brand number 2 on the real list, Annie Chun's Noodle Soup. Start with the zero list, because it is the most important part of the label. 0 MSG, 0 preservatives, 0 artificial flavors, 0 artificial colorings. Not reduced, not hidden behind a trade name, just absent. Annie Chun's has been built on a clean ingredient philosophy since 1992, and 3 decades later, the label still proves it. Lower sodium than every brand on the skip list, fully vegan, ready in 2.5 minutes, and available at Whole Foods, Walmart, Target, and Amazon. That last point matters more than it sounds. No specialty store required, no premium delivery subscription, no inconvenience excuse. A clean instant noodle. At a mainstream price point, already exists on the same shelf as every other brand on this list. Annie Chun's is proof that the shortcuts every other brand takes are a choice, not a necessity. Here is where we land. Instant noodles are not the problem. They are affordable, practical, and eaten by billions of people around the world for good reason. The problem is an industry that optimized for cost and shelf life and then called the result food. Every shortcut on that skip list, the TBHQ, the palm oil, the sodium, the simulated flavors, was a deliberate choice made in a boardroom, not a kitchen. Imi and Annie Chun's prove the real thing still exists. It is on the same shelf. The ingredient list is the only honest part of the package. Read it. The noodle will tell on itself.